Good morning, preschool friends. Today is Thursday and it's small group time. So let's get started. So right over here, I dumped out some letters. Now, some of them we haven't really been talking about this week, but we have talked about them before. And so we're going to do some sorting of our letters, some counting of our letters. And I need your help. You ready to help me? Excellent. Oops, Miss Michelle just needs to get my piece of paper. Okay, I'm ready. Let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can help me. Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay, friends. Okay, so actually I need to move this up a little bit. Thank you for waiting for me. You have great patience. Okay, here are my letters. I have some A's. An A is that first letter of the alphabet. I have this letter. Who knows what that is? Looks like a snake, sounds like a snake, but it is the letter S. I have this letter that we talked about last week. Remember, we can do it with our hands. It's the letter U. And last but not least, I have a capital G and a lowercase g. So the first thing I want to do is I want to sort them. And so let's start with the letter A. How many letter A's do we have? Okay, so I'm going to put all our letter A's over here. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3 letter A's, but that's not our question. Our question is how many letters do we have all together? So let's now do a different letter. Let's do S. I'm going to put my S's here. We have 1, oops, there we go. 1, 2. We have 2 letter S's, but we're not done. What other letter do you want to do? Let's do G. 1 G. And remember, that's the lowercase g, but it's still a G. We have 2 G's. And finally, how many U's do we have? Just 1. Now we're ready to count them all. Which one do we have the most of? Which one is more? We have more A's. Which one do we have the smallest amount of? Did you say U? You're right. And these ones have the same number, 2 S's and 2 G's. That's in the middle. Okay, let's see now, how many letters do we have all together? We said we have, oops, remember when I write, I need to pinch with my thumb and the finger beside it, my pointer. So pinch it, put these 3 fingers under to support, and we write our numbers and our letters from the top. We had 3 A's. We had 2 S's. You told me we had 2 G's. And we have 1 U. Let's see how many all together we have though. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many letters all together? 8. So 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 gives us a total of 8 letters. Kiss your brains. Thanks for helping me with that. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. And we're just going to move right along to our next exercise. And this is something that we were working on yesterday, but I do want you to continue to work on it today. Let me just get it ready. Okay, so you have this book. I think your cover was pink, and inside it has all these numbers. So I want you to go ahead and pull that out again today. And I'm just turning to a different page. Do you recognize that number? That's the number 3. So what we're going to do on this page is, let me get my fancy dancy. I'm going to get it. Yesterday I used pink. Today I'm using red. And so if I wanted to start with, I could go ahead and color it to make it just a little bit more fancy. I encourage you, which means I would love to see you starting at the top and tracing down here over the number 3, which has all curvy lines. And then now you're ready to do some counting. Okay, so 3. We know when we're going to put objects on here, Each object has a number name and we don't want to count it more than once. So I'm going to pick one out and you have beads too. So I'm going to name this bead 1, this bead 2, this bead 3. And I want to stop when I get to that number that I was counting to. So I'm going to stop at 3 and I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. When I'm sure that I have 3 numbers, I can put my beads back and I can turn to a different page. Let's do one more. Let's just go ahead and do the next one. 4. So 4 is a bigger number than 3. So again, if I wanted to, I could color it. I could start my numbers at the top and trace over it as long as I'm using the right grip. And if you need a gripper, let me know. And now I'm ready to count and put the number of beads in my heart. Again, every bead, you're going to give it its name, its number name. So we always start at 1. So his name is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got to the number 4. I'm going to double check, and sometimes it's easier if I line them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't want to go past 4, and I don't want to stop before 4. I want to stop right on the number 4. Excellent job. Go ahead and kiss your brains. Boop. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side too. Keep working on that in your learning kit. And you guys can keep those too. I don't need those back. You can work on it even next week if you want. Okay, let's move right along. We have 3 more. Let's just do 2 more things today. And today I want to talk about this, which is in our learning kit. It's syllables. Now, you might have a little bit different ones than me, but you all have these numbers on these cards. So the number 1, the number 2, and if you can tell, they have hearts on it because remember, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday that there ever was. And it's coming up. 3 and 4. And you each have different picture cards. Let me share my screen with you so you know what Miss Michelle's talking about. So you all have these. So I want you to lay them out, and you can do this. You can pause me and go get them, or you can do this after our lesson. And I might have different pictures than you do. So don't worry if you don't have all the pictures that I do. Just look at the ones that you do have. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the word that's the picture word. So this is a kite, and kites fly high in the sky. And remember, syllables are the little parts of the word. And so we use our syllable clapping hands in pre-K, and we say the word, and however many times our voice stops and starts again is a syllable. So I'll do this one for us. I'm going to say the word kite. Get ready, watch me. Kite. Oh, I only heard 1 word part. So that means kite has 1 syllable. Let me do 1 more for you, and then I'm going to need your help. This is something yummy that we eat. It has chocolate chips in it. And this is a cookie. So again, I'm going to get my syllable hands ready, and I'm going to say the word cookie, and then I'm going to clap every time my voice kind of does this little break. Get ready to listen to me. Cookie. Ah, I clapped 2 times. That told me that there was 2 word parts. Cookie has 2 syllables. I'm going to mix these up a little bit. Now I need your help. This is something that we worked on in the clothing unit, and you might have some on your clothes now. What is this? It's a button. So we're going to go ahead and get our syllable hands ready. We're going to clap out button, and then you tell me how many times did you clap, which tells me how many syllables were in that word. Let's get ready. Button. Ready? Button. 2. Ba was 1 syllable. Ton was another. Excellent job. I'm going to put that right here with cookie. Okay. Oh, this is a magical creature. It has 1 long horn. What is this? It's a unicorn. Unicorn. So we're going to clap out the word unicorn. Get ready to clap with me. Unicorn. How many times did we clap? 3. Unicorn has 3 syllables. And I'm going to stop right there, and I want you to go ahead and find your picture cards and place them underneath however many syllables they have as you clap out your words. Wow, I love working with words. I think that they're so interesting that some have one word part, 2, 3, 4. They're so different and so special, just like each of us. Okay, I'm gonna put that away, as you should put your stuff away for your learning kits. And we have 2 more activities. The next one is going to be our patterns. Remember, patterns are when things repeat over and over again. And so I'm just going to show you really quickly and remind you, even though I know that so many of you are working on your patterns. I saw a couple of you working on them yesterday when your grown-ups sent me your videos. Okay, so here's my pattern board, and I have some pom-poms here. And I'm going to go ahead and start making a pattern. And I want you, as I make it, to see if you see what I am repeating over and over again. Do you see it? Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So what I like to do is I like to say it out loud, and it helps my brain think, what do I keep saying over and over again to create this pattern? Green, and we're going to do color patterns today. Green, red, green, red, green, red. So I'm going to think in my head, what did I keep saying over and over that was the same? Green, red, green, red. I kept saying green and red. Every time I said green, a red came after. So my pattern must be green and red. Let's see. If I'm right, it's going to keep repeating. Green and red. Did it repeat? It did. Did it repeat? It did. So I can just keep adding to my pattern. Now, some patterns are a little bit harder. Sometimes you can use 3 colors. I'm going to pull out another color that I really like, and it kind of reminds me of Valentine's Day. And it's the color pink. Now I'm going to make a pattern using 3 colors. Okay, watch closely. What do you think I am repeating over and over again? Okay, so remember the trick. We like to say it out loud. Red, pink, green. Red, pink, green. Red, pink, green. What did I keep saying that was the same over and over again that made that pattern? Red, pink, green, red, pink, green. I kept saying red, then pink, then green. My pattern is red, pink, green. Let's double check. Oopsie, that's not green. Red, pink, green. Yep. Red, pink, green. Yep. Red, pink, green. So if I was going to continue my pattern, I would have to keep going red, pink, green, red, pink, green, and I would have to find more out of my bag. Now, you all have hearts that look like this in your learning kit. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to complete the patterns, say them out loud, see what repeats, and then keep it going. Oh, you guys are so wonderful, my pattern masters. Okay, and we're going to do one of my favorite things, and that is we are going to read. I have a book here that I used to read to my children, and it's kind of beat up, but I love it. It's called, let's take a look. Actually, let me share it because it's easier for you to see when I use my camera. Bring my camera down so you can see the beautiful illustrations, which are just fancy words for pictures. So again, here's my book. I'm going to put it down to see the front cover and the title. The title has is the words, and some words I see are bigger than others. Like here's one word. Look how big that word is compared to that one. But let's count how many words are in our title. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 words in our title, and I knew that because there was blank spaces after each word that told me a new word was going to begin. Okay, now I'm ready to look at the illustration, and I see a little boy hugging a grown-up and giving her flowers. And the title was, I Love You So. So I am thinking that inside this book is probably going to be about people loving each other. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, here's some words on this page, and these are word bubbles. So if you see these in a book, that just means someone's talking. So someone said, I love you. How much? So much. How much is so? Way, way more than you know. I heard some rhyming there with so, no. They both had that O sound at the end. Okay, go ahead and put your looking eyes on, your listening ears on, and remember, get comfortable. We want to give whoever's reading our full attention. I love you as bright as each sparkling star, and as way out as space. I love you that far. I heard some more rhyming. Star, far. I love you as big as a great lion's roar and as deep as the ocean. I love you much more. Some more rhymes. Roar more. I love you as loud as a thundery sky and as tall as the mountains. I love you that high. Did you pick out the rhyme words? Sky high. Oh, they're cuddling up together when they watch the storm. I love you as silly as a puppy dog's kiss and as quiet as midnight. I love you like this. Oh, I saw some more rhyme. Kiss this. They both had the is sound at the end. Do you love me every day? There's that question mark. You ask with surprise. Or does love come and go like passing butterflies? What do you think? Can we love every day? I hope so. I love you as steady as the moon and the sun, though some of our days are not full of fun. Have you ever had a bad day? I have. They're right, but we still love each other, even on our bad days. Like when you feel mad, you ask with distress, because I've broken the rules or made a big mess. Have you ever done that? You ever broke some rules of your house? Have you ever made a big mess? Do you think your grown-up still loves you? I think they do. I love you when you're nice and when you're cranky too. I love you without liking the naughty things you do. So remember, even when we do things like break the rules or make a mess, grown-ups don't always like those things that happened, but we always love the person. We always love you. My love you doesn't change like the weather of the days. It's a certain kind of thing in many different ways. You're my sweetie, my dear, my smile and my giggle. You're my playmate for always, my hug and my wiggle. Hanging out with you is where I want to be, eating ice cream sundaes or watching the TV. Under your umbrella, behind you on a bike, by you and beside you is what I really like. I can't imagine life before you came along. You are the music to my dance and my song. I am meant for you and you are meant for me, the one I love forevermore, undeniably. The end. And what that meant is that when you were born, whoever you are with just loves you as you are. And I think I read you the book, read you the Mr. Rogers book about that. I like you for you, and we love you for you. And I tell my own children that, and I'm going to tell you that. I know you were put in Miss Michelle's class for a reason, and I'm so happy to be your teacher. And remember, I love you so. Okay, friends, it's time to go. Let's go ahead and get our waving hands ready, and let's wave goodbye. Sing it with me. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. And I'm going to give you those big heart hands just like we do every time that we have to leave each other. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Check out Mr. Williams' read aloud today. It's really good. It's called Hands Up. Bye, friends.